Hi! If you're receiving this video, you have signed up for either Wednesday yoga in May, 11 a.m. to 11:45 Central, or Saturday yoga in May, 8:30 to 9:15 Central. I wanted to first say that I know for most of us, all of us, the desire is there to practice yoga and meditation right now. And having the desire is really different than acting on the desire. And so I know that this is a big step to say, I'm going to show up every Saturday, except the 23rd, in May to this practice, or I'm going to show up every Wednesday in May. Or maybe you just signed up for the first week. That's awesome. That's a huge step. Maybe you're just coming this weekend, the first class on May 2nd. I think for all of us, the desire is real, and there's a lot of obstacle in doing the things we need to do to take care of ourselves. Like, of course we know what to do, but it's the doing it that's so hard. And so I just wanted to recognize that and honor you for deciding to come to these classes. And let me know, some people love this and some people definitely don't love it, but if you need a nudge, like a text from me and a reminder about class to just get you there, let me know. I have people that do that for me, and I do it for people, and it really helps in accountability and showing up for ourselves. You guys know this, but when we show up for ourselves first, we can then show up for everything else we need to do. Otherwise, we're just giving from an empty cup, pulling water from an empty well. So that's number one. Number two is I'll open class each day 10 minutes early on Zoom, so you can get into the Zoom room and set yourself up. And then we'll start class promptly on time. And then I'll end you promptly on time. Not that we have a bunch of places to be right now, but I always love when a teacher honors the boundary of time for me. It just helps me let go when I know that the teacher's got me and we're starting on time and ending on time. So of course, as I always do, I'll honor that for you guys. And you can choose to keep your camera off. So of course, keep my camera on because you'll need to see me, but you can keep your camera off. It's okay if you want to just be anonymous and in your PJs. It is fine. Keep your camera on if you want. I will see how it goes, but I'd like to try to see how you guys are in your alignment and some of the postures and give verbal cues if I can. I don't know how it's going to be. I also want to give you a heads up that class is not recorded. We just show up and practice, and that's the end of that for that day. And I'm not going to be practicing every posture with you. So if you see me seated, don't look at me and then come to seated. Stay in your body and in your practice. I'll do some with you, and I'm going to sit some out so that I can kind of get a feel for the group and the pacing and just keep an eye on you guys. I will send, probably in the email that you're receiving this video in, a couple of playlists that are 45 minutes to be timed perfectly to class. And you'll play it on your own, in your own room, or choose no music. Either way is fine. I'll have all you guys muted, so crank it up or be silent. It's your choice. And lastly, a little bit about the practices. You know, when we are fatigued, I know there's just a worldwide weariness right now in every community. We're tired, we're stressed, we're fatigued. There's a theory in yoga philosophy, Pratipaksha Bhavana. It's in the sutras. And what it says is, if you would like to change your state, if you want to change how you're feeling, do the opposite thing. So if what you're doing isn't working, do the exact complete opposite. And I offer this because although there is a sense of collective weariness and tiredness, resting more and sleeping more sometimes is what we need. Sometimes what we need is the opposite. And getting the blood moving, getting circulation moving, opening the channels in the body so prana and life force can flow and come alive again. And so the practices are 30 minutes of, we'll get into it within like 2 or 3 minutes of practice. 30 minutes of flow. You'll modify anything right? You'll take anything farther than you want. It's your practice. And then 15 minutes of restorative meditation and Shavasana. I think the rest is crucial. However, asking somebody who's super stressed out and exhausted to just lie down and do restorative yoga isn't always the best combination because the mind hasn't had a chance to settle. So when we move energy through the body, the mind has something to do for about a half hour. Breath is repetitive and it's even and it's rhythmic. And then once we've burned that off, the mind is in a completely different place to be able to drop into rest more deeply. So that's my intention, is to really give you a full practice in our time. And I am super excited to be with you guys in this format, and thank you so much for trusting me enough to sign up for class. So I'll see you there.